Okay, I guess I'm live. Am I? Let's see here first. Okay, there you go. I guess I'm live. Okay, I can hear myself. So apologies for that. I'm not sure why it has a bang here with my personal page earlier, but it's good now. We are live. Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing today? Again, happy Tuesday. It's December 3, 2024, 6:38 p.m. here in Windsor. So that's EST or Toronto time too. And I just want to hop in here tonight to actually um, tell you that the launch last night, our digital business builders and community Facebook learning group, the launch was a true success. So we actually have like around almost 300 people who hopped in into the live session last night, and we have discussed. It was such a meaty discussion. We have discussed the three pillars that you need to start your own online business, which really helped thousands of people build thriving digital businesses. And we also discussed the inspiring stories. Our head business strategists shared their inspiring stories, and several other real people who achieved massive results in this digital business. So they were able to mention their background, their profession, and even their biggest monthly and daily earning. So that was totally exciting. And then after the live session, if you're subscribed in the messages, we actually give you a free ebook entitled Your Digital Business Blueprint. So all of those details as well are included there. So if you are interested to get that ebook or to watch the live session last night, so it's already a recorded video inside the group, you can comment LINK down below if you want to get the direct link of the FB live session last night. There you have it. So again, also, if you want to take a leap into this digital business world, or if you want to learn more about digital marketing and what we're doing, you can get started by watching our 90-minute free info session, which discusses more details on how to practically begin your journey to online entrepreneurship. So we have the live info session later today, less than 2 hours from now. It's gonna start at 8 p.m. EST or Toronto time. So that's the live one. But don't worry if you can't attend the live one. We will send you a webinar replay in your email. So what you have to do, you just have to register your name and email in my website right there. It's aryangale.com. Just enter your full name and email address, and I will send you the next steps and the details. Okay. So there you go. So today, it's not just what we have to talk about. Those are not just the things that we have to talk about today. So I actually have an interesting topic to discuss today as well. So the title of this Go Live session or Digibiz Chats session is Why Culture Matters in Business and in Community. Okay, so there it goes. Today, we're diving into the heart of, what makes businesses and companies thrive. And you know what that is? That's culture. Culture, culture. It's not just a buzzword, it is actually the backbone of how organizations really succeed. Any organization, actually. So I have a question for you. When you think of a company with a great culture, which one comes to mind and why? I want you to reflect on that. Maybe it's your previous company, or maybe it's your current company where you work at right now. Whichever company is it, which one comes to your mind? So I actually thought I know a lot about culture because I came from Accenture. And it's a global company that actually has a good company culture. Their tagline is actually a great place to work, right? But when I actually studied PMP, or project management professional, here in Canada 2 years ago, I've learned that there's so much more to it. And it's actually my favorite topic in my leadership class during that time. So also the professor was an employee in a huge banking company here in Canada as well. So I've learned a lot from him. So let's define first what culture really means. So in project management, but actually you can apply this, you can implement this to other areas, not just in project management. So culture, let's define it. Culture refers to the shared values, norms, beliefs, and practices that shape how team members interact, make decisions, and execute tasks within a project environment. And you know what? It sets the tone for collaboration, communication, and problem solving throughout your business or your company's or your project's life cycle. So that's what culture is. Again, it's shared values, norms, beliefs, and practices. And in simple terms, it's actually often referred to as the unwritten rules guiding your actions and decisions within your company or within the business. So, another question for you: how would you describe the culture in your current or past workplace? So, whichever company you're working at right now, how would you describe your culture there? So, let me just share mine. I won't mention of course, the company name for privacy, but um, my current company, we have a culture, people first, the people first culture, which actually translate to, being somewhat like a family in the office, in the company. And they're always trying to prioritize the holistic well-being of the employees first. And that is why I'm so grateful to be hired in that kind of company, because we're really like a family there. So that's the culture of my company. How would you describe yours? Because sometimes there are negative or toxic cultures, right? And of course, sometimes, so that one, ours, is a positive culture because people first, or having a family culture is a positive, positive values, right? So there are also negative or toxic cultures, which actually roots from pressure, from dependency, things like that. And it can actually lead to high turnover or burnout. Of course, if you are in that situation, if you're a member of that team or that project, and you are always being pressured, or you have that culture in your team, or maybe dependency as well, it's it's not a great company culture if you want to grow, or if you want to really help out the business or the company, because people will easily feel burnout, right? I know you can really relate to this. In my corporate jobs before, this is huge for me. I just felt that there were times that I wasn't in the right company because of the culture that's in it. So Of course, you really have to think as well. Are those values, are those, or is that culture aligning with your own personal values? So that's also one of the what big questions to reflect to, because of course you wanted to work for a company that has positive culture, positive values, right? For example, innovation or being innovative, like in Google, or resourcefulness or independence, right? So so does your current company values align to your own personal values? So that's another question to reflect to. Now, um, in order to actually like resolve that, what's important in a team, in a project, or in a company, or in a business, you should find a mentor whose values aligns with yours. Because it's really difficult to work with someone whose values doesn't align with yours. Because it's gonna be, I don't know, probably always be contradicting. You have probably different goals, different objectives, why you're doing things, why you are deciding, why you're doing those decisions. So it's difficult to run a business or to run a company if you have a mentor, if you have probably a boss whose values doesn't align with yours, right? So another thing is you have to be proactive in contributing, because you are part of a team, right? You are part of the project, the team, the company, the business, and most businesses, or a lot of businesses, I've noticed back in the Philippines, they have these um, company goals every year, and they cascade it to the lowest levels in the company, just so everybody is aligned. So, and just so when they're aligned, of course, they know that they have to be contributing to those objectives or to those goals, so the company can grow, right? So the company can get higher revenue or bigger revenue. So that's what it does. And also, if you are a leader, or if you are a member of the project, of the community, of the business, of the company, you have to walk the talk, right? You have to be a good follower as well. And if you're a leader, you have to lead by example. You have to make yourself duplicable, so that others will follow you, and they will also do what they think is good from what you are doing or what you're showing to them, right? So that's how you can create a good culture in your community or in your business. So that is also actually why I am very grateful in this digital business that I'm doing right now. Because, when I started my digital business, I realized that it wasn't just about the tools and or strategies. Because again, there are a lot of areas integrated into this digital business system or digital business model. But you know what truly made a difference? It's the supportive culture in my community, in this community. People inside the community are committed to uplift, inspire, and hold each other accountable of their actions. And also in a digital business, culture is even more important, because we're often working remotely, although we also meet offline. And that is why I'm excited as well to meet my digital business partners in Toronto this weekend. But culture is even more important because we're working remotely. It's actually the glue that keeps us connected and motivated. Of course, there can be a lot of challenges, right? Especially when you're working remotely. Look at me, I'm just, alone here in my room doing this. But then you wouldn't know that at the back end, right? We have a lot of rooms, chats, just so we can communicate with each other. So even though we have challenges working remotely, what happens is that we are resourceful enough. We find ways so that we can have clear communication channels and we have inclusive decision making. So decision making is not just from a single person, right? It's a collective decision making. And also, we create these safe spaces for sharing ideas. Just like our digital business builders and community Facebook group, that's actually our free business learning group, right? So, again, this business community, for example, we are built on collaboration, on learning and celebrating each other's wins. As I always say, um, it's not just about making money, it's actually about growing together, which is really something that I appreciate in this digital business community, right? And then, a strong culture fuels the engagement, the loyalty, and the success of the business or of the community, right? So it's really more than just the perks. It's about alignment because it aligns with my values. It's about trusting each other. It's about being accountable for our actions, and it's about care or concern with each other. So you'll probably see that this weekend because this is the first time that I'm going to be seeing a lot of or several of my fellow digital business owners. I'm really very excited about that. Yeah. So again, in our community, people come from different walks of life, but the culture of support, of accountability, it actually binds us. It's why many of us see success even if a lot of us started with zero experience, right? Because how are you going to be able to grow your business with zero experience without the community? It's almost almost impossible because I've also tried researching how to build it myself, like from scratch, without the help of any community. And it's so expensive, more expensive than just, plugging in with this system. So that's how I started. And again, going back to culture, when everyone shares the same vision, whether it's um, whether it's financial freedom, more family time, or personal growth, it creates synergy because you are only looking at achieving I mean, you are only looking at achieving a goal and you are going through the same path, right? So it's much simpler than having a lot of different branches or roadmaps, right? So you're not just building a business in here. You are building a lifestyle because you want to incorporate that with your current lifestyle as well, right? So also culture isn't just something that's nice to have. Why? Because it's actually the secret ingredient to success in business and life. Even when you check out different companies where you're working from or where you are at right now, a lot of the companies are trying to build great cultures inside, right? Because with the right culture, people will stay inspired. They push through challenges and they keep on growing, which actually benefits the company, the leadership, the company itself, and the business, right? So, there, if you are curious to start how, or if you're curious on about how to start your own digital business, and if you want a digital business that actually aligns with your own personal values, you know, you can actually ask us or just register in my website down there, aryangale.com. Just check it out because this supportive digital business community like ours, you won't see this again. You won't see this anywhere else. So there you have it. Just let's get you started on building a business and a culture that aligns with your own personal goals. Why not, right? So there it is. I hope I gave you some value about how important culture is in this digital business, in any business, in any company, right? A lot of the employees actually leave companies if they don't align with the values, if they don't align with the culture, even if they're great talents, right? And I've experienced that in my more than a decade of career as IT programmer in the Philippines. It's really a different experience though. But yeah, in this digital era, we are always trying to look for ways to make the culture positive, right? We want to eliminate the negative toxic culture. So again, this is Aryan, and I hope you got some value from that. Again, if you are interested to get the link, get the link of the live session last night, just comment link LINK down below. I will send you the direct link to that so you can learn the three pillars on the three pillars that you need to start your own online business. So there. Just register in my website. The live info session, the 90-minute free live info session starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Toronto time. That's going to be an hour from now. So I hope you can join. And if not, we will send you a replay link. Okay. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next live. Bye.